Well, I want to welcome you to Physics 410, summer of 2017. I plan on reusing this video so that for people in the future who will watch this, they'll realize that was produced before their particular course started. And the dates don't really matter in any of this presentation. This particular presentation, which is the first in a series that I plan to do on YouTube, uh, helps you just get an overview of how the material is organized in D2L. I've been using YouTube quite a bit recently, and so I thought I would experiment with it in this course. We do have some recording that takes place in the D2L environment, but those are for discussing material, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later. Okay, so today's just sort of an overview of the whole course. Okay, now many of you may have questions about getting started and all that, and probably the best way to try to get a hold of me is to use my home email, because I'm sort of in and out uh, at this juncture. So if you need to contact me anytime in the near future, probably send it to my home email. If it's really that critical, you can use my cell phone. And so anyway, if you need to get a hold of me, just go ahead and use those numbers. Feel free to do that. Okay, well, let's kind of move on here. There's one thing I want to clarify a little bit in that this is a YouTube recording, obviously. There will be recordings where I discussed the activities that you submitted and make suggestions. And that I have over the years referred to as chat, because previous to this, some years ago, I used to actually chat. I required everybody to come enter D2L, get on Collaborate, and we talk back and forth. But I've sort of given that up because it was just required too much time for the students. It was hard to get everybody there. So I may still refer to that as chat, but it's not chat anymore. It's I record, I put it out there, you look at the recording, and then make any changes that is necessary. There is a chat room associated with D2L. Some of you may have used it with professors. I don't use that because I can't type, okay? If you have a particular question and it's that critical, then again, I prefer that you send messages to me in D2L, okay, using their email, D2L email. Right now, before the course actually starts, you can contact me at my home email. The course actually is I'm turning it on tomorrow. Actually, tonight at midnight, the course will be open if you all want to start going into D2L and looking at it, okay? All right. Anyway, that's what chat's all about, okay? If you want to use the chat room among yourselves and talk, that's fine. I won't look at it. Again, because I just can't type, okay? All right. Now, early next week, we will send out the DVDs for the course and the box of materials. Be sure that you check both of those things as soon as you get them. There is in D2L a list of there is actually and I'll tell you where it is, a picture of what the materials look like so you can identify those, okay? So you can go through those boxes, make sure your materials are there, and at some point fairly soon, put each DVD in and see if it starts up. If it starts up, it's going to work okay, all right? If anything's missing or you have a problem with the DVD, contact me immediately by email, and I'll get another in the mail. I can usually get it in the next day. But don't put this off. And that's why you don't want to look your lectures the night before assignments are due. You want to look at them early enough in the game so that you can, if there's a problem with a DVD, you can let me know. Remember that box of materials, you paid for it. It cost you $100. Take care of the contents, at least through the course, and begin, again, make sure you check that box as soon as you can, see if everything's in there. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the organization of the course using D2L. If you're working within D2L, and of course, if you hit the course home button, you'll come to this page right here. It may not look exactly like this because I haven't put in this area in here. I haven't put any messages to you. There will probably be some as the course progresses. The calendar has been collapsed. It doesn't look like it, but I took this picture of the course homepage before I added a bunch of the content. So it looks like it's collapsed right now. If you don't have this calendar collapsed, okay, then you won't be able to see the content down here. Don't worry about it, but this is one way of accessing the 4 components of this course, okay? You can see there's something called Getting Started. That'll be the subject of the next video. And then I'll do another video on your PowerPoint presentations. Working with your activity sheets. And finally, the actual learning modules themselves in which you will enter and then go through the steps to accomplish that particular day's assignment. Let me just let you know right now that on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of each week, we will have assignments due. Okay, you'll have quizzes that you need to take before those assignments are due. And then you have the rest of the week to get corrections made, resubmit. There'll be quite a bit of that taking place. Get everything ready because the next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll go through the same process. During that week, after those assignments are due, or after Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or after Monday, you can look at the Monday's recording, Tuesday's recording, Wednesday's recording. Those recordings tell you what corrections to make, what things I've observed before you make your final submission. You'll have an initial submission. And we'll talk more about this, but point of it is that you'll be working throughout the week, but you'll only have submissions due on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of each week. Okay, and you can look at these here, okay, at the home page, or if you click that content button, then here's what the content looks like in the collapsed form. Okay, I haven't expanded any of these, and here are the 4 components, and here they are again. Okay, what you do when you click at these places right here, you expand whichever one you clicked, or you can click here and expand them here, however you want to do it. Okay, there's a lot of redundancy in how to get to the particular module or area or component that you want to look at. Okay, and what today is just an overview, so you'll know what each of those 4 different areas are within D2L. Okay, so this is in the collapsed mode. You rarely ever look like this, but I thought I'd get them all together so you could see